Good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us here on the KTN News Desk on this 19th day of March 2017. Always a pleasure to have you tuned in. Let's first take a look at the highlights. Top NASA leaders are this afternoon holding a major rally in Kitengela, Kajiado County. A security guard of a Catholic priest in Kisumu killed after unknown people attacked his house. And Busia Governor Sospita Ojamong backs SRC plans for pay cuts for all public servants. Good afternoon. Our sign language interpreter is William Silla and I am Akisa Wandera. We start off with matters politics. Top NASA leaders are this afternoon expected in Kitengela in Kajiado County for a major rally. This comes amid reports of an imminent fallout among its top leaders. And our reporter Murimi Mwangi is in Kitengela, now joins us live on some of the things we should expect to come out of that meeting this afternoon. Good afternoon, Murimi. Kindly let us know which leaders have arrived so far.
Good afternoon, Akisa. Indeed, the leaders will be holding that major rally at Kitengela Stadium. But up until now, Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka is already here, as well as the host governor David Nikendianye of Kajiado County. We understand that the two other core principals, Moses Wetangula of Fort Kenya and ANC's Musalia Mudavadi, will be landing later in the afternoon from Kisumu. But of course, of key importance from what we've been able to gather is that the function to be held here is one in a series of rallies that the opposition will be holding in the run-up to a major rally at Uhuru Park on Wednesday. Remember, ODM leader Raila Odinga is not yet in the country. He is expected tomorrow and is, of course, expected to grace that particular function at Uhuru Park on Wednesday. But of course, Kajiado County, where this function is happening today, is politically strategic to the opposition, so to speak, because in 2013, of the over 300,000 registered voters here, President Uhuru Kenyatta managed to garner some 52% of these particular votes, while ODM leader Raila Odinga garnered 44% of these votes. But looking at the dynamics of the voting patterns down to the grassroots, of the 25 county assembly seats that were up for grabs in 2013, the elective seats at the county assembly, the Jubilee coalition still took a majority of 21, leaving only 4 to the other parties that were in that contest, even as among the parliamentary seats, ODM still, the Jubilee coalition managed to clinch 5 of the 6 parliamentary seats. But looking at the presidential vote, that pattern was not consistent because there's being a political battleground. The opposition managed to garner the 44% of the votes, even as the ruling coalition garnered the majority at over 52%. And therefore, Kajiado County remains a politically strategic zone, not only for the opposition, but also for the ruling Jubilee coalition, even as the NASA brigade makes a major entry here in this afternoon. Akisa.
This particular meeting, as you say, comes at a time when there's a word that the NASA team might be disintegrating. Are we expecting any pronouncements to come out of this particular meeting?
Well, those reports of the alleged imminent fallout in NASA were with regard to a function that Wiper held sometime last week, where Kalonzo Musyoka was handing in his nomination papers as the presidential candidate for Wiper, and he categorically stated that he was only doing that to formalize his clamor for the presidential ticket under NASA, and dismissed any such reports of an imminent walkout by Wiper or any other party from NASA. Because deliberations are still ongoing with regards to the NASA presidential flag bearer. Earlier, sometime last week, I did manage to put the same questions to some members of the NASA Management Committee, that being Siaya Senator James Orengo, as well as Fort Kenya's representative in that particular committee, Kiminini MP Chris Wamalwa, and they said that there's no imminent fallout in NASA and that such reports are meant to shift the attention from the ongoing push to have unity in the opposition so that the four core principles in NASA still stand together, irrespective of who will ultimately be picked as the presidential flag bearer. And of course, that is a message that we expect to dominate the function here today, as well as a series of other rallies that will be happening across the country among the four founding parties of NASA, because we understand that Wiper will be proceeding to Emali tomorrow. But of course, the climax will be on Wednesday when they hold that rally at Uhuru Park. But of most importance, Akisa, is that one key issue that has been cited as evidence of that alleged imminent fallout was the flop of the talks with regards to the proposal for joint nomination of candidates under NASA. Remember, even here in Kajiado County, which ODM has staked a claim as a stronghold of the ODM party within the NASA umbrella, Wiper is also going to be fronting candidates here, as well as other parties within the opposition. But of course, the key principles within NASA have dismissed any imminent fallout within the opposition outfit. Akisa.
Murimi, thank you very much. Of course, we await to see what comes out of that meeting, that rally by NASA in Kitengela, Kajiado County, and he'll definitely be covering that up for us. Let's now, from Kajiado County, cross over to Kisumu County, where ANC leader Musalia Mudavadi is, and Rashid Ronald will be joining us now for that update. A very good afternoon to you, Rashid. Thank you for joining us here on News Desk. What's the update from your end?
Yeah, thank you very much, Akisa Wandera. This is actually one of those rare visits by Mudavadi in Kisumu. Remember last time when he was campaigning for the presidency, he never even stepped here in Kisumu. And of course, it won't surprise any political as well, because now they are gearing towards joining NASA and forming one political outfit to battle it with the Jubilee administration in the coming general election. Actually, Mudavadi is accompanied here by George Haniri, that is a Vihiga senator. We have James Orengo. Also here we have Oburu Odinga, and also we have Jack Ranguma, the governor of Kisumu. They are all together. And of course, Akisa, it shows you that today's meeting has the blessings of Raila Odinga. When you see his elder brother Oburu Odinga here, when you see James Orengo here, those are the closest associates of Raila Odinga, and they are with Musalia Mudavadi. So it seems that it has the blessings of Raila Odinga. And of course, Mudavadi has actually maintained that they have to ensure that NASA remains together. And of course, his body language, you can see that he's really determined to move towards that direction. Akisa.
Have we heard whether he will be making his way to Kitengela in Kajiado County? We understand that NASA will be having a rally there. We've just spoken to Murimi Mwangi. Have you heard anything towards that?
Initially, there were reports that he was supposed to be in Kitengela, but I'm told that from here he is going to, together with his other politicians, they are going to address a rally, a public rally at Kondele. So I don't know whether they're going to clear with Kondele and fly all the way to Kitengela. I cannot be able to tell you right now unless they leave the church, because the church service is still on as we speak right now.
All right, Rashid, thank you very much for that update. Rashid Ronald joining us live from Kisumu. The visit there by Musalia Mudavadi, and he says after that the ANC leader has another rally in Kondele. So we will be seeing whether he will be making an appearance in Kitengela as well, where NASA is holding its rally in that very important county. Now, the government, through the Ministry of Health, is in the process of hiring 500 expatriate doctors from Tanzania to help bridge the doctor-patient ratio in Kenya that is in a dire situation. In his weekly briefing, State House spokesperson Manoa Esipiso said the decision was approved by the national government and the Council of Governors.
Will be paid at par according to their experience and skills with the package that the government has offered to Kenyan intern doctors and medical officers, and on a contract basis. They are not being paid anything more. The fact that the Tanzanian doctors have no access to mortgages or car loan packages or pension, which is offered under Kenya's public service scheme, means that they will come in at a cost-effective and a sustainable basis. So let me debunk the misguided notion that there are more than 1,400 doctors who have come through our public university system and are just hanging around the country without jobs. Doctors are the only cadre of public professionals that are still posted directly to hospitals from college.
Now, armed robbers attacked Nanga Catholic Church last night and killed a watchman before breaking into the house of a priest and made away with a fridge. The incident took place at around 1 a.m. and the unknown 3 a.m. beg your pardon, and the unknown number of robbers who were armed with crude weapons accessed the church compound by cutting the fence. According to Father Gerard Crackman, he heard some noise from outside, and when he woke up, he found his kitchen door open and a fridge missing. He later discovered his watchman lying dead.
To the back to go to have a look at the roof. I saw, hey, the back door is open. And then when I passed, I saw already, oh, they have broken out the metal which is in the door frame to open it up, and then they forced the tower bolt at the top. Also, I think must have a big crowbar to have done so. But they were gone. But when I turned around, I saw, hey, my fridge has disappeared. So that's all they took, so far as I know at the moment.
There have been several incidents of gunshots here. There was one also at the neighbor here sometimes back, which was reported to the police. But I've also heard that even yesterday was a gunshot. But that one, by the time we were here, we really didn't know about it. But I've heard about it now.
Hapa gesa ya hapa ndio waizi wanasumbua nayo. Sisi saidi. Na nilieleza wakubwa, wakuja wawekea sisi taya hapa. Na wajachukua jukumu ya kuweka taya hapa. Wakati ingine tulikuwa tunafukuza waizi hapa. Karibu kukata sisi hapa. Tulikuwa na polisi. Juzi walipiga mengine hapa na risasi. Leo hii wameingia hapa kwa kanisa, wameingia nyumba ya father, wakachukua kila kitu.
Back to politics, Machakos County Governor Alfred Mutua's Maendeleo Chap Chap continued its national inroads with the launch of mobilization drive in Kisumu this weekend. Nominated Senator Emma Mbaru, who ditched Uhuru Kenyatta's Jubilee Party for Chap Chap Saturday, camped into Kisumu to drum up support for the party and net more members. Mburu, who quit JP, which is the Jubilee Party, because of reported frustrations by unknown people to run for the Rabai parliamentary seat on a Chap Chap ticket, said the party was going to break the mindset that Nyanza region was an Orange Party stronghold.
Tusiwe na itikadi ya kwamba Kisumu ni ODM. Hapana. Ikiwa tuwaona ya kwamba huyu ni ODM lakini hataleta maendeleo, na tuona huyu ni wa maendeleo Chap Chap anaweza kufanya kazi, tuchaguaneni kwa misingi ya uongozi bora, msiseme ni bora kiongozi. Kwa hivyo mimi nataka kusisitiza kwamba hakuna region yote ambao tunasema hii ni zone ya chama fulani. Sisi ni wa Kenya na hii ni Kenya, na chama chochote ningependekeza kiweze kukubaliwa mahali popote ili Wakenya wawe huru kuingia katika vyama vingine, kwa sababu ikiwa tutasema chama kile ni cha waizi, basi waizi wale tutakabiliana nao vipi tukiwa nje kama hatutaingia ndani?
All right, let's now take a short break. Don't go too far. We still have a lot lined up for you here on KTN News Desk.